Welcome back, Devils fans. It is your host, Ace, here on Running with the Devils, where we are talking New Jersey Devils hockey all year long. Please hit that subscribe button, smash the like, share with a friend. Thank you very much. And today is a very special day for all of us. The first day of training camp, Veterans Report to the Rock, just for Media Day, but still exciting nonetheless. And the major story of the day is, drum roll please, restricted free agent Dawson Mercer, a no-show, still without a contract, and my God, I never thought we'd see it come this far, but alas it has. And here is Dawson on the milk carton. Have you seen him? He is missing. This hilarious graphic brought to you by my man Frank at Backhanded Devil. Check him out on all socials. Frank does great memes, does great graphic work. He actually is the designer of the official Running with the Devils logo. Frank did that for me a while back. Reach out to Frank at Backhanded Devil with any of your graphics needs. He's the absolute man and will take great care of you. Here's his hilarious milk carton. And that's really what it is. Dawson is the man on the milk carton. Still no contract to speak of for Dawson Mercer. I would have thought this would have been taken care of prior to today. Unfortunately, it has not been. We've heard rumors they're getting close. They're working on it. I feel like we've been hearing the same sideways talk for weeks now. Nothing is done, and tomorrow is the first day on ice. If now this goes into tomorrow and he still has no contract, it's not a good look, and it's going to become a distraction. The questions and chatter is going to get louder, and I just hope it gets done sometime tonight or early tomorrow morning, and we see Dawson on the ice with the boys. As I've mentioned in a previous episode, I do think with the new coach, Sheldon Keefe, coming in with new systems and philosophies, and with the shortened camp schedule because of the Global Series and us going to Prague, every day, every repetition is really going to matter, and guys cannot afford to miss any time on ice. If this is all settled by tomorrow, I would say water under the bridge, no big deal. But if he starts to miss time on the ice, definitely not a good thing, and we need Dawson in the lineup. We need him in camp. We need him for opening night. Hopefully this gets taken care of sooner than later, but it's an unfortunate situation and part of the business of professional sports, and it is now, something the New Jersey Devils are dealing with. So we get to the roster announcements, official, and we see the forwards here, all the usual names, plus some of the rookies at the Prospect Challenge Tournament in Buffalo, as well as some of the professional tryout guys. Here's the list. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you could see it there. I actually forgot to mention in all the prospect videos, Tag Bertuzzi, the son of former NHLer Todd Bertuzzi, who was an absolute animal. Absolute dog. I always loved Todd Bertuzzi. He was one of my favorite non-Devils players back in the day because of the way he played. He was just an absolute horse. Love the guy. Total throwback. Physical. Smashed people. Love to see it. And his kid Tag is in camp. That's one of the, things I forgot to mention in previous videos. But there you see the list of all the guys, the usual suspects, plus some new names. And that's for the forward group. And then we get to the defensemen. Again, same thing. All the usuals, plus some of the prospect guys. And the one that jumps out to me, because I have rooting interest, my man Igor Mburanumwe. Super nice kid. Got invited to the rookie camp and to play in the Prospects Challenge. He played in 2 games, looked absolutely great, had 2 assists, threw a monstrous hit. I did an interview with him a month or so ago when it was announced that he was going to be invited to camp. Really nice kid. I'm rooting for him. All the best for Igor. And if you haven't seen the interview, check it out. I'll put the link in the description as well. But you see the usual names, some of the rookies. A lot of people are high on Diot amongst the blue liners. He's going to be looking to make a name for himself. Obviously, Seamus Casey. And then we get to the goaltenders. And I did not realize, again, the usual suspects. We have Hutchinson, who's a professional tryout. Our usual suspects, Nico Dawes, Tyler Brennan, Poulter, the kid Pelletier that played the last game in the Prospects Challenge. Didn't have a great outing, but hopefully he bounces back. But Jeremy Brodeur, son of the great Martinbrodeur, on the training camp roster. And I'm going to make a whole separate video about this. But stemming back to last year, once the Devils were eliminated for the playoffs, I was calling for Jeremy Brodeur to get a start in an NHL game because of the travel schedule with the Global Series, and the last 3 preseason games essentially are going to be void of all of our NHL regulars. I expect Jeremy Brodeur to get a start in one of those games, and we better see it. I'm going to make a whole separate video. I'm not going to go too long on this. In the next couple of days, I'll make a video about it, but Jeremy Brodeur should 100% get a start in one of those last preseason games, and I'm hoping they start him in the one at home. The only one home game after the regular team departs for Prague. But there you see it, the roster of defensemen and goaltenders for our training camp. And then, on media day, not too much came out of this, in my opinion. Obviously, the big story is Mercer, a no-show. And the other big non-story to me that no one's talking about, and I've tried to tweet at the usual suspects, nothing on Simon Nemec. Now, we know that in the Lou days, injuries were always kept tight to the vest, CIA-level stuff, and it seems like the shroud of loose secrecy is still haunting the Rock, and the Devils are still operating like we're in the Pentagon, and it's CIA operative type stuff. No one knows where Nemec is. I want to see proof of life, actually. I'd like to see Simon Nemec with a newspaper dated from yesterday or today. Where is he? Give us an update. Obviously, he has some sort of injury stemming from the Slovakia game in the Olympic qualifier, but just tell us what's going on. It's unfortunate that, because he wasn't there, there is no news. No one's saying anything. Seems to be a hush-hush thing, and I have to believe he's going to miss time, and that is super unfortunate. With that unfortunate news comes opportunity for one of the other defensemen. I've already mentioned in previous videos, I do believe Hataka is going to slide in on the left side in Luke's absence while he's injured, and I think on the right side, it's going to be a fight between Kovacevic and DeSimone, primarily, with Seamus Casey, with a great showing in camp and maybe the first couple regular season games. Maybe Seamus Casey gets himself into the NHL now. I don't think it's going to happen. I firmly believe Fitzy wants him to fully develop in Utica for the season. I don't think he wants to rush him along like we sort of did with Luke and Nemec. And I think that's the plan for them. But I have to believe that even with that being the thinking going into camp and into the preseason, if Casey really, puts on a display where they can't deny him, it's possible that we see him on the right side in place of Nemec if he is out due to injury. So that's a very interesting thing to keep an eye on. I know a lot of fans are super eager to see Seamus Casey in the NHL as soon as possible. I have a bunch of texts from some Devil fan friends that have all said it, like, oh, do you think this means Casey's going to make it? And my first reaction is no. I think that's not what they want to do. But with a strong showing in camp and in maybe the first couple preseason games, Seamus Casey very well may punch his ticket onto that jet plane departing for Prague on the 29th. I think it's very possible. And here we just see a little, photo op of Dougie getting excited, a little photo shoot they must have done. There's Dougie on the ice. We get the first glance of Pesce here from behind in a Devils jersey wearing the 22 made so famous by former New Jersey Devil legend and Conn Smythe winner in the 1995 Stanley Cup playoffs, Claude Lemieux, one of my absolute favorites. 22 will always remind me of Claude no matter what. What a legend that guy is, and I miss him dearly. Talk about a playoff performer and just a gritty, tough, hard-nosed player. Claude Lemieux was that and more. If you're not familiar with Claude Lemieux, look up some of you younger fans. Check out some of his clips on YouTube. That man was an absolute legend and workhorse for the New Jersey Devils, winning the Cup with us in 95. Again, winning the Conn Smythe as playoff MVP. Also a member of the 2000 Stanley Cup champion New Jersey Devils. Love Claude Lemieux. He 100% should be one of the next few, I would say, one of the next few inductees into the Ring of Honor. Hopefully we see something, more regularly with the Ring of Honor. They did nothing with it for 6 or 7 years there before they finally put Sarge in. Well-deserved honor for Sarge. And now I'm hoping every year we see at least a guy or two go up there, because I think we have plenty of guys that are worthy, and at this juncture, it's going to take years and years to get them all in there. So Claude Lemieux definitely amongst my top-tier guys that need to go in there for sure. And not too much else, coming from today. I'm very much looking forward to tomorrow when they're on the ice. We're going to hopefully maybe get some answers with Nemec and his injury situation. Hopefully Mercer's there, but at this point, this could drag out, and it would be unfortunate. I'm very curious to see what the D pairings are going to start off in camp as, what the first line combinations are going to be. So many questions we've all been talking about and spitballing and speculating all summer long that we're going to at least get some early answers tomorrow when the first day of on-ice activity at Devils training camp. I am super pumped for it. Wish I could be there, but unfortunately that is not in the cards for your boy Ace at the moment. Maybe one day, I don't know. But Throw anything out there. Devils hockey, as always. Anything, everything, throw it out there in the comments. What did you guys think of any of the things you saw throughout all the different social media outlets from the Devils today? Is there anything you're most looking forward to? Yada, yada, yada. And I'm pumped. I'm pumped to see some footage tomorrow and see some of these lines and these D pairings and all that stuff. Very exciting times to be a Devils fan. Very exciting times to be a hockey fan. And we march on. I'll be back often talking about whatever there is to talk about, guys. Thank you for watching. I will be back soon. Don't forget to pick up your Dirty Devil Vodka, the official vodka of Martinbrodeur. Delicious. Hits the spot. Gluten-free. Made from corn. Absolutely phenomenal product. But I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll be back soon. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until next time, friends, let's go Devils.